A jury ordered fired Dallas police officer Amber Geiger to pay nearly $100 million to her victim's family.
Geiger's already serving a 10-year sentence for the 2018 murder of Botham Jean.
Jean family could get money from any Geiger book or movie deal. The city of Dallas was initially named as a defendant, but was later separated from the lawsuit.
All right, so look, man. I don't know if you guys remember this story or not. I actually remember it because, well, I was living in Dallas, Texas at the time. And the story takes place in Dallas, Texas. There was a guy named Botham Jean. September 6, 2018. Jesus Christ, it's been that long already? Man, once I hit 25 years old, time just been moving. I blunked my eyes 3 times. Next thing I know, here I am in my 30s. What's going on, dude? Well, that pandemic made the time speed up or something. But anywho, back to the video. My apology. But Dallas resident Botham Jean, young man in his 20s, I believe, he was murdered by a Dallas police officer. Her name is Amber Geiger. But he was staying at an apartment building. The complex was called Southside Flats. I don't know if that's still the name of it, but when I was living out there, I used to pass this apartment building all the time. Dude, I actually went to go tour those apartments before. That's why this story always hit me, because I'm like, man, that could have been me. But nonetheless, solid apartments, they look nice and everything. But be mindful, this is 2018. We're now in 2024. Those apartments are probably a little, but back then they was looking nice for sure. That sounds so crazy back then. Like 2018 and back then shouldn't even be in the same sentence. But anywho, he was living on the 4th floor. He was just chilling at home, minding his business. Next thing you know, this Amber Geiger lady, she walks into his apartment and shoots him dead. Now her excuse for this happening, she got the floors mixed up. She lives on the 3rd floor of this building. He lives on the 4th. He wasn't paying attention. So when she went to his apartment door, assuming that it was her apartment, opened the door and seen a random man standing inside of it, she assumed it was a robber, and she shot him. Now you're probably asking, how did she even get into this apartment if it's not her apartment? Hey dude, y'all got to go ask Dallas Police Department that. If I had to guess, it could be one or two things. He left his apartment door open, which is actually what she testified. She claimed that when she walked up to the apartment unit, she tried to use her key fob to open the door. And when she did that, the door started pushing open, meaning that the door was already cracked. And that's what alerted her. When she peeked her head in, she saw a silhouette of a person. She told him, hey, put your hands up. He started walking up to her, and she shot her. Now she claims she used her police equipment to prop open the door as all of this was taking place, so the door wouldn't shut. But if that's the case, wouldn't that mean the door would have been shut in the first place? Because he didn't have anything there propping it open? Like, really think about it. If the door is that heavy where you have to use an item to prop it open just so the door wouldn't shut on you, how was this man's door cracked open in the first place? These doors are heavy as hell. They're designed to close. I mean, I toured the apartments myself. I told y'all that. Now, I'm not saying it's impossible to crack your door, but who just sits at home with their door cracked? But let's give her the benefit of the doubt. That makes a lot of sense. Until you remember she lived on the 3rd floor and he lived on the 4th floor. Not only that, but it's not like y'all got the same apartment number. You get what I'm saying? Different floor, different apartment number. How can you mess that up twice? Fam, this is the place where you live. You mean to tell me? Because don't get me wrong. At my apartment buildings, I've gotten off at the wrong floor before. But did it get to the point where I'm actually trying to open someone's door? No. I got out the elevator and realized, oh, this is not my floor. He got back on the elevator. It doesn't take that long to realize you're not on the right floor, though. So I don't even know what she was thinking to try to come up with that lie. But even if she got off on the wrong floor and it got all the way to that point where she's walking down the hallways looking for her apartment, you don't know the number of your apartment. Like, aren't you an adult, folks? How are you over here trying to protect and serve when you can't even get the number of your apartment unit right? Like, this doesn't even make any sense at all. Hey, somebody put me on the phone with the head Dallas Police Department officer in charge, fool. This what y'all letting on y'all for? People that can't even remember their apartment unit? Like, seriously, dude? You mean to tell me y'all got this woman walking around protecting and serving us when she don't even know the difference between floor 3 and floor 4? Like, this ain't no hotel, dude. I could understand if she went to the wrong hotel room. This is her apartment. She pays rent every month, bro. She goes home every night and sleeps there, fam. So no, I don't think she thought she went to the wrong apartment. If you ask me, this dude was clapping the cheeks, fool. And that's maybe how she got in the apartment in the first place. Because they know each other. He let her in. Because if you think about it, if she thought somebody was really robbing her or broke into her home, why was she walk in there without any backup, not knowing how many people are inside of the home? Who's to say he was the only person in there? That's stupid. That's not how police officers operate. They call for backup in situations like this when they don't know how many individuals are in the proximity. Look, I don't know what went on. All I know, it is nearly impossible to get off at the wrong floor and then go to the wrong apartment as well. Unless she was off drugs, I mean, no disrespect. She do kind of look like a fiend a little bit. You know, them police, they be popping pills, fool. They the real pill popping animals, man. So yeah, maybe she was tweaked out, high as hell. I don't know. But she's currently serving 10 years. Yes, only 10 years. Crazy, right? But on the flip side, Botham and John's family, they just won a $100 million lawsuit. Let's check it out.
A jury ordered fired Dallas police officer Amber Geiger to pay nearly $100 million to her victim's family.
Geiger's already serving a 10-year sentence for the 2018 murder of Botham Jean. Jean's family members know they're unlikely to collect that full amount, but they believe the judgment is important for other reasons. Fox 4's Peyton Yeager was there as the family spoke outside federal court. Peyton.
Heather, yes, this afternoon, Botham Jean's family and their legal team spoke to reporters and the public after the verdict was read in a courtroom. They said the jury of 6 men and 6 women sent a message to the entire world that Botham's life mattered and that law enforcement must be held responsible, and also you should feel safe in your own home.
Victory is mine. Victory today.
The family of Botham Jean, flanked by their attorneys, broke out in a gospel song Wednesday evening following a federal jury's decision.
Be like Botham. Be like Botham.
$98.6 million is how much former Dallas police officer Amber Geiger was ordered to pay the Jean family in the federal civil trial. That sum, which is nearly double what Jean's attorneys asked from the jury, includes both compensatory and punitive damages. In what is likely a final chapter in this legal journey, jurors found Geiger acted with malice or was reckless in the September 2018 shooting death of Botham Jean.
It's been tiring having to fly from St. Lucia to Dallas so many times. But today's verdict really gives me some consolation that you saw the value of Botham.
The off-duty Dallas police officer shot and killed Jean after she mistakenly entered his apartment instead of hers at Dallas's Southside Flats apartments. Geiger testified in her 2019 trial that she mistook Jean for an intruder. Geiger was convicted of Jean's murder in 2019, and she's currently serving a 10-year prison sentence. At her request, Geiger wasn't in court for the 3-day trial and also had no legal representation.
We've gotten to the question over and over, well, how are y'all going to collect from Amber Geiger? We got that question. That was not important. What was important was holding Amber Geiger civilly liable for what she did to Botham. Amber Geiger is not going to have a life that she is just going to be able to, she's not going to have a normal life. all right? She's not going to be able to capitalize on any fame that she may have gotten from this case.
As part of the judgment, the Jean family could get money from any Geiger book or movie deal. The city of Dallas was initially named as a defendant, but was later separated from the lawsuit. Jean's family says any money they do receive will go to helping others with the Botham Jean Foundation.
Whatever we do is to continue Botham's legacy, and for me, that's my labor of love.
Justice was served, and we are very thankful, and we pray that it will be a lesson for the authorities.
Jean's family was also asked about the decision for Amber Geiger, her decision to not be present during this federal civil trial. His mother tells us that she still feels that Geiger has not taken accountability for her actions. Now, Stephen, Heather, if you remember, just last month, Amber Geiger was denied parole after serving half of her sentence.
So I guess more on the brighter side of things, if there is a bright side in this situation, I mean, hard to be a bright side when your son was murdered for absolutely nothing, for just being in his apartment where he paid the bills at. But they did win 100 M, and man, good for them, because having to live with something like this, knowing that this person is gone for absolutely no reason at all. This wasn't gang violence. This wasn't a robbery. He ain't owe some type of debt, and then the hitman had to come and get him. He didn't overdose on drugs. He was literally sitting in his apartment and got murdered because this idiot who lives on the 3rd floor went up to the 4th floor, walked into his apartment, and thought somebody was robbing her. But that's pretty much it for this video. In conclusion, I definitely don't buy her story. I really do think he was probably clapping her cheeks or something. Like, that's the only explanation I could think of. Like, I'm not for certain, but it actually looked like he had a welcome mat in front of his apartment door.
Told the jury Geiger was tired after her 12-hour patrol shift and didn't notice she was walking on the wrong floor and into the wrong apartment where she thought Jean was an intruder. Prosecutors say she should have noticed Jean's red doormat.
Like, how did you not know this wasn't your apartment? This just sounds like a crooked cop who thought she could get away with something, if you ask me. But that's just my opinion. But anyway, man, how y'all feel about this? Let me know in the comment section, bro. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, man. Hey, man, follow me on Instagram, TZF, baby, 252. Now, I do want to clarify this because we all know this lady is broke as hell. Let's be real. She doesn't have $100 million. But the thing is, once she's released from jail or prison, she's going to owe these people for the rest of her life. Everything she make, go on to them. Do you know how many book deals she's about to get because of this situation? How many documentaries? People probably want to shoot documentaries about this situation. Movie deals, interviews. Oh yeah, they about to run that up for sure. They're definitely going to get some money. Whatever she capitalized off of this situation is going to them. Income tax is going to them. A percentage of every single check she makes for the rest of her life is going to them until she pays off that $100 million. And what, it's already been like 6 years, 2018. Yeah, it's been 6 years going on 7. She's coming home soon. They about to get paid. But I'm gone.
Body camera video from officers in Botham Jean's apartment gripped the courtroom, including jurors, with ebbing emotion as they watched other police officers try and save his life.
Prolific.
Aye. Bitch, I'm in these streets. Fuck this industry. Bitch, I'm in these streets. Fuck this industry. Aye. Bitch, I'm in these streets. Fuck this industry. Bitch, I'm in these streets. Fuck this industry. Bitch, I'm in these streets.